First John, which is written by one of the Hawariyun, a disciple of Jesus, according to our Isnad, Sanad, our history. In First John 2, we are told many antichrists will be going into the world. Not one, but many. So if you go to First John 2, open it up, read 18 for him. And then we're going to read 22 to 23.
First John chapter 2, verse 18 says, "Children, it is the last hour. And as you have heard that Antichrist is coming, so now many Antichrists have come."
See? So not only one, right?
Not only one.
Many are going to come, and therefore we know that it's last hour. So how do I know an Antichrist? How do I know that he's a false prophet? Here it is. 1 John 2, 22 to 23.
All right. 1 John 22. "Who is the liar but he who denies that Jesus is the Christ? This is the Antichrist, he who denies the Father and the Son. No one who denies the Son has the Father. Whoever confesses the Son has the Father also."
Now pay attention to this, Hisham. If I believe the Bible is God's word and it's not corrupted, I'm told a man comes and says, Jesus is not the Son of God and God is not the Father. That man is an Antichrist, he's of the devil. So if I believe the Bible is not changed, and I believe it's God's word, and it's my criterion, and then I go to your Quran, and in chapter 9, verse 30 says that the Jews say Uzair is the son of Allah, and the Nasara, the Christians say the Messiah is the son of Allah. This is a saying from their mouths, and this they imitate the unbelievers of old, how perverted they are, may Allah fight them. So here I'm told, Jesus is not the son of Allah, Allah is not his father. So can you see why, from a Christian perspective, that means Muhammad is Antichrist, from our perspective?
Yeah, I can see. But then who do you believe, like the Quran? Like, what is the Quran and like who wrote it?
The Quran is a deception of Satan, because we're told in Galatians 1, verses 8 to 9, but if we or an angel from heaven should preach a gospel other than the one we preach to you, let him be anathema. So we are told that even Satan and angels, who are fallen angels, can appear to deceive people, claiming to be Gabriel and bringing revelation. Here, go to 2 Corinthians 11, verses 13 and 15.
2 Corinthians 11
and 15. So according to us, Satan can appear as an angel of light. He can appear as Gabriel or Michael. He can even appear as Jesus or whatever to deceive you. And so when Muslims tell us Jibreel came to Muhammad, I say, well, how do you know it's Jibreel? How do you know it's not Satan claiming to be Jibreel to deceive Muhammad into thinking he is from God, and then has Muhammad condemn a fake Satan? Because the Iblis of the Quran is not the Satan mentioned in the Bible. They're not the same. But in 2 Corinthians 11, 13 and 15, so we've already been told before Muhammad and Joseph Smith, centuries before, expect Satan to appear to false prophets, confusing them, deceiving them into thinking they're from God, to deceive people. And lo and behold, just like the Bible told us, Muhammad shows up, Joseph Smith shows up, Mirza Ghulam Ahmed shows up, Baha'u'llah shows up, Bab Allah shows up, Louis Farrakhan shows up, just like the Bible said. But now read 2 Corinthians 11, 13 and 15.
"For such men are false apostles, deceitful workmen, disguising themselves as apostles of Christ. And no wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. So it is no surprise if his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. Their end will correspond to their deeds."
So we're told Satan can appear as an angel of light, deceiving you into thinking he's not Satan. And then he will inspire you to appear as if you're a minister, an apostle, a rasul, but the end will expose you. And Muhammad had a very bad ending. But before I even go there, are you aware, according to your own tradition, this is in Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Muhammad actually thought he was demon-possessed, Majnun. He thought the spirit that violated him was evil, and he wanted to kill himself, until Khadija calmed him down, and Waraq bin Nawfal supposedly said, "If what you tell me is true, then the namus has come to you." So my challenge to you, Hisham, is if you can find in the Bible, the Old Testament, New Testament, where the true prophets of God, or the apostle of Jesus, experienced what your prophet experienced when the Spirit came to them, or Gabriel came to them, where they were afraid, or they were squeezed to the point they thought they're going to die, or they start foaming at the mouth and thought that they were demon possessed, want to kill themselves. Can you show me any of those prophets that experienced what Muhammad did? None of them. What Muhammad experienced is something no prophet before him experienced that was a true prophet. Read. When Gabriel comes to Mary and she's afraid, he says, do not be afraid. When Gabriel comes to Zechariah, the father of Yahya John, he says, do not be afraid. When Jesus appears to John in Revelation, he says, do not be afraid. When Gabriel comes to Daniel, he says, do not be afraid. The true prophets and messengers are comforted and strengthened, but your prophet was violated to the point he ran shivering to Khadijah saying, cover me, and wanted to kill himself. That's not the same experience. So how come your prophet's experience is different from the experience of the true prophets of God?
To be honest with you, I don't read hadiths, but it's. I never.
If you don't read hadith, then you can't explain the Quran to me because you don't know. If I say, just go to the Quran, show me when the Quran was sent down, to whom was sent down, and where, how are you going to answer that? The Quran doesn't tell you. What year was the Quran sent down?
I only I don't like go read hadiths, but like my parents, they used to tell me about like the hadiths and things like that, but some specific hadiths I don't research them up by myself.
Okay. Research them because we did a session on it. He has a session here where I go to the hadiths where it's showing Muhammad thought he was demon possessed and the symptoms he had, he would foam at the mouth. It says he would snort like a camel. We did a session and we gave you the hadiths. That's no experience that any true prophet ever encountered. You will not find Daniel, he goes limp and he starts, it says, snorting like a camel and foaming or thinking that he's demon possessed. None of them went through these experiences. That explains Muhammad was right when he said, I think I'm Majnun, possessed by a jinn. Sadly, he was right. I mean, I can go deep into this, but what I'm trying to show you is, if I believe the Bible is not corrupt, and the Bible tells me false prophets will come, and they will do miracles, not by God, but even by the power of Satan and demons, and Antichrist will come. And this is how you're going to know. They're going to say, Jesus is not the Son of God, God is not the Father. And then as a Christian, I come and I see Muhammad says, Jesus is not the Son of God, God is not the Father. Then as a Christian, do you see why? We say, oh, he is one of the Antichrists and false prophets that Jesus warned us about. You see it?
Yes. But
See,
but why?
that's why we don't accept it.
But why do you still believe Islam is a religion from Satan if it promotes the giving to the poor and to be good to people?
Well, Mormonism promotes being good to the poor and providing for people. And Joseph Smith, he's a prophet, so why aren't you a Mormon? Didn't you just read what Paul said? Satan will deceive false apostles to do good because that good is what deceives you into thinking they're from God. We just read it, 2 Corinthians 11, 13 and 15, that Satan's ministers will appear as if they're righteous. So Joseph Smith and Mormons also feed the poor and give to the needy and spend millions in charity. So why aren't you a Mormon?
Yeah, I guess good point.
Yeah, these are not good arguments for Muhammad. But then you overlook all the evil immorality of Muhammad, which we can talk about if you want to come back and do it. Because, okay, I'm not a Muslim and I read the Quran and Hadith and I'm told, according to the Quran and the authentic Sunnah, not da'if, but Sahih narrations, that Muslims, under the order of Allah through Muhammad, can take pre-pubescent girls, meaning girls who are not mature psychologically, physically, marry them, divorce them for someone else to marry. That's in chapter 65, verse 4. Or that Muslims, when they're in an expedition doing jihad, this is Surah An-Nisa, chapter 4, verse 24, and you go to the authentic Sunnah, Sahih narrations. I'm just giving you, we can come back and I'll give you all the evidence, but just things for you to check and go watch and see if we're lying. That if you attack a village, you take women captive, and even married women, you can have sex with them, even the married women, and then sell them. This is what we call rape and adultery. You don't have to marry them. You don't have to set them free. You enslave them. You can have sex with them, even if their husbands are alive, and then sell them. This is called rape and adultery. So if I'm a Christian and I see this, and I see the teachings of Jesus and Paul and Peter, and see how pure and holy these commands are, and you keep telling me about the good that Mama did, but ignore the bad he did, I look at them and said, if anyone were to come to my daughter and kidnap my daughter or enslave my daughter and rape her, I will do everything I can to do something to that person and pray that God damns that person to hell. I would never follow such a person. But that's what you're telling us to do. I mean, be honest with me. Go ahead, yeah? Go ahead. You're saying.
But you said Prophet Muhammad married a 9-year-old girl, right?
Yep, that's in your authentic sources. That's not me. Give him your information, Avery.
Yeah. If you want, you can message me either, on Instagram or anything like that. All of my links are in my description. So if you got Instagram or anything, bro, you can hit me up on that.
Yes. Please.
Yeah, TikTok, Facebook, anything. Just hit me up.
As soon as you can. We'll love to talk to you. Please. I'm
But
free.
But if I
Calling,
send
let me
you,
know, and you choose subject.
but if I send you a message on Instagram, I mean, don't you get like a lot of messages from other people?
I do, but I'll still be able to. I'll be able to see.
Tell him your name, because we have your name, Hisham Badawi. I'm Hisham Badawi. That's home to you at Stam, and I want to talk to you guys. He'll remember you.
Okay, all right. All right, sure. Thank you very much, guys.
We'll be praying for you, Hisham. May God reveal Himself and how much He loves you.